Hello everyone, and welcome to our presentation. First of all, let us thank you for taking time to watch this video. Let me introduce myself. My name is Shianit, and I'm here with my team member. They are Shanatip, Sanaporn, Chitima, Warapan, and Anjani. We are third-year students in the Faculty of Engineering at KMITL. For this clip, the topic of our presentation is optimal battery energy storage system. Before we will talk about main substance, I will give you of our reason why we choose this topic. This topic is interesting because solar cell is trending in Thailand at the moment. In our presentation, we will focus on four main parts as follows. Literature review, methodology, finding, and implication. First, I would like to give you an overview of this topic. Why the issue is worth mentioning? Solar power is one of renewable and clean energy that people can utilize. It is safe for environment, so it's important to find a way to maximize the profit in order to encourage people to use it. Purpose: to develop a program to determine the optimal size of energy storage system. And next, we're gonna start with literature review part.
These are the equations that are used in the calculation. Power that's generated from solar cell is depend on light intensity. Net power consumption, electricity authority will know how much power the consumer with installed solar cell consume. In the case that the consumer install additional energy storage system, use this equation instead. Electricity charge equation. I would like to illustrate this point by showing you this equation. Net present value is the tool to analyze financial reward by considering the change of value of money to time period. Daily statement of cash flow. We use this equation to calculate. Battery constant. Battery lifetime is considered by energy transfer law according to this equation. Battery energy level is considered by working status of energy storage system at that period. Energy level in charging status of battery use this equation. Energy level in discharging status of battery use this equation. Energy level in standby status of battery use this equation. Energy level constant. Anyhow, energy level in any period must not higher than maximum capacity and lower than minimum energy level according to this equation. This equation demonstrates charging rate and next are discharging rate. Chanaporn will explain the step of MATLAB.
The methodology of this research used genetic process by MATLAB program to calculate volume of energy storage and predict appropriate peak power for consumer each month. This research is expected that using battery to magnets, it could decrease the peak power each month and decrease electrical bill to compare with using only solar cell. The first step, setting the parameter for simulation, then keeping power consumption data and light intensity. Next, calculation the quantity of power and the power consumption with equation in theoretical background part. After setting the highest power consumption target boundary, enter genetic produce. Select the initial population group and evaluate it. If the value converts to answer in MATLAB, it finishes the calculation. Conversely, if it's not, create the new population and repeat again. In evaluating the suitability of population, set the maximum energy transfer rate and start at zero. Secondly, magnet energy to battery and calculate energy transfer ratio with equation in theoretical background part.
Let's now look at the next 4 slides, which shows the calculating method flowchart of energy management function of this program. As you can see here from the flowchart, in high power demand period, energy storage system will control the power consumption not to exceed the target in each month. And in low power demand period, the system will charge the energy to reserve for next high power demand period. If power that's generated from solar cells is more than power consumption, the remaining energy will be charged in the system or sold to electricity authority respectively. In this flowchart, it shows how the system shows the working status when power from solar cells is sufficient for consumption. The system will either in standby or charging mode, depend on the remaining reserve energy and the battery's charging capacity rate. The power that cannot be charged will be sold to electricity authority. From this flowchart, you can see the choosing working status operation in high power demand period. When power from solar cells is insufficient for consumption, the system will either in standby or discharging mode depends on power demand at that time compared to target, and the remaining reserve energy of batteries. The discharge energy will be controlled to not exceed the power target by battery discharging capacity rate. As you can see here from the chart, it shows the choosing working status operation in low power demand period when power from solar cells is insufficient. The energy storage system will charge the energy to maximum capacity for using in the next high power demand period. Next, I will pass you over to Varapan, who is going to talk about the finding of this experiment.
Finding from the program that the researcher had developed to calculate the energy storage size and peak power consumption target in each month, it showed that the concrete manufacturing industry with 250 kilowatt peak installed solar cell will get the highest financial reward. If they install additional 499.2 kilowatt-hour energy storage and specify peak power consumption target in each month. Next, the cash flow income of the project comes from electricity charge saving in each month by considering the difference of the original electricity cost before installation compared to the case of the installing energy storage system, with details are shown in this table. As for the operation of the energy storage system, the battery will charge during low power demand period to reserve the energy for high power demand period to prevent the demand not to exceed the target in each month. From this table, we can see that the maximum power demand in each month is reduced when the energy storage system is installed, which will result in decreasing of electricity charge, and Sanathip will explain the conclusion and implication part.
The conclusion from the result is show that when power consumer with installed solar cell use battery for energy managing, the consumer will get more financial reward from the excess electricity charge in each month, compared with the case with no energy storage system. In high power demand period, the energy storage system will control the power consumption, not exceed the target in each month. And in low power demand period, the system will charge the energy to revert for next high demand period. The interesting point is that in considering the financial reward as the main issue, the optimum size of energy storage system doesn't have to be able to cover the energy consumption that exceeds the target in every case, because the increasing of the storage system size to cover all using case will have increased installation cost more than decreased electricity charge. In specifying parameters such as charging capacity, type of battery and choosing the electricity charge rate will affect the financial reward from energy storage system installation. Thus, in using the program, the user should specify the suitable parameter in each case. Implication: we can use this method for another case like accommodation power plant or the other manufacturing plant to get highest financial profit. Finally, Ms. Chayanit will summarize this presentation for you again.
In conclusion, I would like to briefly summarize the main point that our group has covered. In the beginning, we have given you an overview of all the equations that we use for calculating. After that, we have explained about the methodology of the calculating program. We have also given you the finding of the case study, experiment, and finally, we have discussed of conclusion and implication that we get from the experiment. Thank you for your attention. We hope you will enjoy with our presentation. Thank you.